All right, guys, what's up? This is BJ Give Back. All right, today we're going to be going over a series of passing that I like to do. It works a very high percentage, and I use this all the time in competition, so I hope you like it. So I'm going to work through my positions first, full speed, and then we'll break them all down.
Okay guys, so let's look at the stack pass. We're going to slide the person up, making a ramp so they sit on my thigh, opening the far lapel, driving the thumb down. I reach directly behind the tailbone, driving the knee towards his face and walking around only on my toes. Nothing besides my toes are touching the floor. Square off to the side, control the far hip. Underhook for that shoulder. I'm going to sit through, securing Kuzuri Kesa. Going into side control, palm to palm, right hand going under the head, palm facing the floor. That's very important. Alright guys, let's take a look at this second pass variation. I go for my stack pass, everything's looking good. I open that far lapel, I feed my hand in, thumb to the floor, and as I start to cut the corner, right there, he puts that hand on my hip to stop the pass. Very common. I'm going to push the far leg down, my shin cuts across, I'm going to reach for the far shoulder, big back step holding that leg, and now my left leg is pinning that leg, so I have to replace that grip. My right hand's going to go to the pant so I can pull that foot free. Alright, and I cut right to side control, squaring off, 90 degrees, palm to palm, and that left hand, palm faces the floor, and I square off 90 degrees right there.
Alright guys, what's up? I'm going to give you guys a bonus video today for BJ Give Back, alright, for Thursday. So this is a wrist lock that I hit all the time in no-gi. I hit it at my last International Open. If you guys watched not too long ago, Mateus from Marcelo Garcia's tapped Gary Tonin with a very similar wrist lock. I'll explain to you the concept behind it, which you can apply to any situation where the wrist is involved. I hope you like it. Alright, so let's take a look at this move, guys. So I'm stepping over, I'm going to attempt a knee cut. I'm stepping, I pivot my knee down, and we're blocking here. Very common to see the guy push off the thigh or off the hip to try to stop my advancement. Okay? I'm going to take a C-clamp grip, secure the wrist, and I'm going to give this a pull. When I give it the pull, it's natural to get a pull back. When he pulls it back, I'm going to push this hand to the floor and attack that wrist. If I want to make this even worse, I'm going to take my knee, I scrape this into the body, and apply here. See it again? So again, I'm isolating, I'm stepping clear that knee line, cutting my knee down on the floor, closing this gap here, C-clamp grip on the wrist, pull back. When he takes the bait, I push here, all right? Make it worse. Knee comes in, I scrape it to his rib cage, and isolate that wrist. Okay? So I'll explain to you guys why this works, right? If you guys watch not too far back, Mateus from Marcelo Garcia's tapped Gary Tonin with a very similar wrist lock. I'll show you how it happens and why. All right? Come here. Oh, come here. Come. All right? So we're going to use Coca to explain to you how this happens. Come here. All right? So watch. Lay down. Go your belly. All right, so watch. This is called tenodesis, okay? It's an involuntary reaction. Anytime the hand is away from the body, away from the center, it's naturally straight. When the body, when you bring your hand back closer to the body, there's a natural deflection in the wrist, all right? It's involuntary, all right? If you watch Coca's pause, when I pull her arm in, it's naturally bent. If I extend her leg, it's naturally straight. back and forth, all right? Involuntary. It's just something the body does naturally, all right? So I know, all right, when I'm pulling his wrist back, then when he goes to pull it back towards his body, there's gonna be a natural deflection and bend in the wrist, and I can smash that to the floor and hit a nice, easy layup wrist lock. I hope you guys like the technique. Practice it. Be careful. This goes in pretty quick, and I'll see you next Thursday.